Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today's news is one that's been making waves across communities and leaving many South Africans with more questions than answers. There are serious allegations that illegal foreigners were allegedly given South African IDs in what some claim was a desperate move to save certain political parties, namely the ANC, EFF, and DA. I want you to listen carefully till the end, because I'll be sharing the sources so you can check and verify this news for yourself. According to reports circulating in political and community spaces, the allegation is that a coordinated plot was carried out to register foreign nationals who are in the country illegally as South African citizens. The purpose? To ensure their votes could be used to sway election outcomes in favor of certain political parties. While the idea alone is shocking, the details that have been shared are even more disturbing. Insiders claim that the operation allegedly involved corrupt officials within the Department of Home Affairs who were accused of fast-tracking fraudulent identity documents. These IDs would then allow these individuals to appear on the voters' roll, giving them the ability to legally cast ballots despite having no legal status in the country. Community leaders from several provinces have been vocal, saying this is not just about politics, it's about the integrity of South Africa's democracy. They fear that if these allegations are true, it means elections could be manipulated in a way that undermines the will of actual South African citizens. Imagine going to vote, believing your voice matters, only to find out that your vote was cancelled out by someone who shouldn't have been able to vote in the first place. Some residents in rural and township areas have been especially vocal, claiming they've seen sudden spikes in the number of people with brand new IDs who are strangers to the community. One resident from Mpumalanga said that before the last election period, she saw buses bringing in people she had never seen before, and soon after, they were holding IDs. Whether or not those were legitimate citizens is now under question. Political analysts are warning that, if true, such a plot wouldn't just be illegal, it would be deeply dangerous for the country's future. South Africa has fought too hard for a free and fair electoral process to allow something like this to take root. They also point out that the alleged involvement of multiple parties, the ANC, EFF, and DA, in benefiting from such a scheme would make this one of the most explosive political scandals in recent memory. Of course, each of the political parties mentioned has denied any wrongdoing, with some calling the allegations a smear campaign designed to destabilize them ahead of the next elections. The ANC has publicly stated that it supports lawful voting and has zero tolerance for fraud. The EFF has dismissed the claims as political nonsense meant to undermine its popularity. The DA has also called the allegations baseless and has demanded that anyone making such claims provide solid proof. Meanwhile, calls are growing for an independent investigation. Civil society groups, opposition parties, and ordinary South Africans are demanding that the Independent Electoral Commission, IEC, and law enforcement agencies dig deep into these claims. Some have gone as far as calling for a full audit of the voters' roll to identify and remove any illegally registered individuals. This situation has stirred a lot of emotion because it touches on two very sensitive issues in South Africa: illegal immigration and political trust. Many citizens feel that both problems have been ignored or mishandled for too long, and now the two issues might be colliding in a way that could shake the nation's democratic foundations. For some, it's not even about which party allegedly benefited. It's about the principle. If elections can be influenced by those who are not legally part of the country, then what guarantee do South Africans have that their votes truly count? On the other hand, there are also voices warning that we must be careful not to fuel unnecessary xenophobia. While illegal immigration is a serious concern, not every foreign national in South Africa is here illegally, and not all are involved in political manipulation. The focus, they say, should be on rooting out corruption within government departments and protecting the integrity of the electoral process. Right now, the biggest question is, what happens next? If investigators do find evidence to back these claims, it could mean criminal charges, political resignations, and a shakeup in the country's political scene. But if no proof is found, it will leave many wondering whether this was simply another political game played at the expense of public trust. One thing is certain, South Africans deserve clear answers, and they deserve them soon. This is not just a political matter. It's about protecting the core of our democracy, ensuring that every vote cast is legitimate, and making sure that no political party, regardless of who they are, is able to cheat the system. Do you think these allegations will ever be fully investigated, or will they simply fade away before the next elections?